What is up, guys? Noe here, and welcome to day 2 of the Gage Sniper Pack reveal videos. We're looking at the rifles today, which are most likely the most important part of the update for you guys, and definitely seeing some interesting things. So let's read exactly what we're getting. Fellow heisters, let me introduce you to the bolt-action rifles. Gage usually doesn't deal in weaponry like this, but being the war veteran he is, when this shipment became available, he just had to get them in stock. These are primarily military sniper rifles, and as such they have two primary features. They are capable of the highest level of accuracy over extreme ranges, and they are generally more powerful, bullet for bullet, than anything else you can comfortably carry around. While the mili-spec accuracy is great, it will not do you much good, as you, in most cases, will be in an urban environment, fighting close quarters. What you do get, though, is the other perk, force and penetration. To put it bluntly, these are one-shot, one-kill rifles that very accurately aim to please. In fact, if you're a good shot, one kill may actually translate to one-shot, 3 kills, because a bullet fired from these rifles will happily keep travelling through several targets, if they're soft enough, before it comes to a halt. Enough about that, let's have a look at the merchandise. So just quickly, glancing over what we see there as far as the penetration is concerned. Soft target. So I imagine there's going to be a system where they add values to walls, to humans, to shields, to armor, and that will dictate exactly what your bullets can go through and exactly what power that will translate as they fire through. But clearly collaterals are an option, and we're going to be looking at some awesome gameplay mechanics. So we get 3 variants of the rifles here. I was slightly wrong with my original assumption. It does seem like all of these are bolt action, and so that will dictate slightly how they're used. I was thinking we were going to get a sort of a battle rifle more than anything here, but I was wrong, and that probably isn't a problem. We are looking at the more versatile of the 3 weapons here. Say hello to contestant number 1 with the modular sniper rifle Rattlesnake, chambered in the .308 Winchester Magnum. It comes with 2 separate rates of furniture, a classic birchwood stock and body, and a tactical version in an aluminium alloy. Mods include a long barrel with a pardon me, ferritic nitro carburized finish and a custom suppressor. I did my best, okay? We are getting these as level unlocks, so you will have to be a certain level to use them. I'm going to obviously be showcasing them one by one, seeing how they are used in missions, how they are used alongside teammates, and just exactly how useful they really are in close combat. So having a look at this, we are looking at a magazine size of 10, total ammo capacity of 50, a rate of fire of 0.6, which kind of makes sense for a bolt action, and damage of 130 per shot. That's a lot, by the way. Exactly how these translate, by the way, damage multipliers and powers. I believe you get a 2x multiplier for shooting in the head. Other than that, I think all damage is the same, but I could be wrong on that. And I believe 100 health is the health of a standard armored enemy, I believe. I think cops have about 50, put it that way, but I could be wrong. Just looking at how other weapons tend to work and their kill rate. So we're looking at headshots with this weapon, probably 3-shotting bulldozers, 3 to 4-shotting, I would say. I think bulldozers have around about 1,000. Again, these are just estimates. We don't know the exact figures, but this is just from my testing. Accuracy is high, stability is quite low, concealment quite low, threat quite high. Not a big surprise with these weapons. Part of me was hoping we might get a sort of different style of sniper rifle, like a covert foldable stock sniper rifle, and this seems to be what this aluminium alloy one is. I do like the designs they're going for here, but personally I'm more of a traditional man and I would go for the wood stock. So here's Gage's second rifle, and a favourite of law enforcers across the globe, the German R93 bolt-action rifle. Let's see how the cops like it now. Chambered in the .338 Lapua Magnum, this will make holes in pretty much anything while still maintaining a manageable weight and recoil. Mods include a choice of a beautiful rosewood body, or a reinforced polymer tactical version, and a custom suppressed or short barrel for portability. So this is, if we have a look at it, here we have our covert long-range weapon, or our classic rifle. Looking at the damage on this, 250, that is nearly double. We are looking at maybe 2 shots to bulldozers, assuming my calculations are vaguely correct. I might disappoint you guys when it actually comes out and I'll be wrong, but if you have a look at the damages on lots of the other rifles in the game, you're looking at things like 30. Whereas here you're looking at 250 for the mid-range. It's definitely exciting. This seems like the best all-around weapon. Of course, the Rattlesnake we have up here is a little more versatile, but this will probably have the best of both worlds, doing the most damage for the sort of mobility you're going to have with it. Just looking at the rate of fire, it's slightly slower, the total ammo capacity is lower, and the magazine size is lower to boot. What we're looking at, I imagine, when we pick up from corpses is probably 1 ammo per pickup. The only thing is, remember, you're going to be sniping. So exactly how maintaining your ammo is going to work, if you're going to want to stay up in your vantage point, you're probably going to need to bring ammo with you, which might not be your original thought when you're playing the sniper class. You might prefer ECM jammer. So we'll have to see how that pans out. However, we see that the suppressor is an option, as I had originally imagined, and that should be awesome, because it's going to allow us to complete missions stealthily by shooting people through walls. What more could you possibly ask for? Now finally we have the most interesting, in my opinion, of the 3 weapons, the most powerful. What is that damage? Well, it kind of throws my original assertions out the window, I imagine, unless this really is a beast of a weapon that takes a very long time to set up. If so, this thing should be a one-shot to anything. However, the rate of fire is the lowest and the total ammo capacity is, well, non-existent. You have 15 shots overall. However, if we are right and this is a one-shot to bulldozers, well, if we have a sniper running around with a strong secondary, for example the locomotive shotgun, he could just pull this out from close quarters and headshot a bulldozer, removing him from the equation completely. But let's have a look at exactly how this weapon is going. Last but not least, literally, meet the Thanatos. Thanatos is, of course, I've done a mask of it before, he is the Greek hand of death. He's a god, and he works only for killing. Those of you who play or have watched any of my Smite videos might have seen him in action. What can we say? It's overkill. Firing 50 BMG rounds, we're talking Barrett 50 caliber type things. We're talking blowing limbs off. Of course, I don't think this will be added in Payday, but that's how the weapon works when used in real life. This monstrosity will penetrate pretty much anything you point it at, but ammo is scarce and you need plenty of time to aim and reload. Use it the right way though, and this becomes a killer rifle. Literally. Mods include a short barrel, a standard barrel, a long barrel, and a suppressed barrel. Okay, the one that interests me the most is this idea of a short barrel. I think that's what we have on screen right now. There is no scope, apparently. Naturally, you're not seeing scopes on any of these. The scopes will be attached to the top, but with a weapon so short and clearly aimed at close quarter situations, maybe we will go for a scopeless one and use it like a high accuracy shotgun, like the KSG, for example. That's definitely something interesting, and it's food for thought. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing one of these as specific anti-bulldozer weapon, because they really are the problem amongst most missions, and I definitely think it's a good way for Overkill to nerf them somewhat without necessarily reducing their stats. Just having a look, I did actually miss out on the accuracy stats on these. 18 accuracy is shared between these two, stability is the same, concealment is the same, and threat is just slightly higher on this one. It unlocks at level 35, probably the superior alternative overall. Finally, having a look at the stats on this one, same accuracy. Stability is non-existent. Concealment is, well, basically non-existent. Just carrying this around means you may as well wear the heaviest. And threat, well, I imagine if you try and get anybody down on the floor when you're holding this weapon, they will comply. Put it that way. It's a unique weapon, and it's definitely going to be a lot of fun to mess around with, depending on exactly how that stability affects us, how quickly we can fire after shooting a shot is going to determine whether this weapon is worthwhile. Another thing that might be a determining factor is it says ammo is scarce. Well, clearly total ammo is scarce. Whether we are actually going to be able to pick up ammo for this beast will depend. So this one fits alongside the category of offensive C4 and the saw, I imagine. Top anti-bulldozer material stuff, but whether it's actually going to be practical for taking out regular enemies, we'll have to wait and see on Thursday. I'm excited about it, and I hope you guys are too. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Of course, Day 3 will be released tomorrow. I'll be showing you the cover for that, and of course, bringing you some gameplay. So thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.